Chris, Sunday surprise draft. They say I'm asking you the question. I'm waiting for the question to be revealed. Here it is. Russell Wilson became the second quarterback to throw 5 touchdown passes against Bill Belichick's Patriots. Who was the other?
Ooh, wow. 5 touchdown passes against Bill Belichick's Patriots. I have no clue. It's going to be somebody obscure, but I'll throw Peyton.
No, not
it's
obscure
not.
at all.
It's Peyton Manning?
Not obscure at all. Nope. Not obscure, but not Peyton Manning. Drew Brees, 2009.
Oh, 2009.
Year.
Monday Night Football game. Right. Remember that. That was, yep. I can still remember Belichick on the sidelines with Brady and sitting there saying he can't get this team to play the way he wants it to. And that little first glimpse into Belichick behind the scenes.
The Sunday surprise draft is a little more difficult this week because most of the favorites won. So there wasn't really, even though the games were exciting, there wasn't something that wasn't all that unexpected. But I have to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh,
they took the Tennessee Titans all the way down to the wire and arguably could have won. There was apparently a badly missed Jadeveon Clowney offside call. I haven't seen that yet. That's something I'm going to look into after the program that would have helped the Jaguars. But, it took a long field goal from Stephen Gostkowski, who missed all those kicks on Monday night, to ultimately beat the Jaguars. But they fall behind, and they don't fold the tents. They keep coming. Down 10, down 14. We don't care. We keep going. And this team is too young to know that they should be freaked out in those moments. And, for all the criticism and all the suggestion they're tanking, even though they've lost, they're 1-1. They beat the Colts, and that win over the Colts looks a hell of a lot better after what the Colts did to the Vikings yesterday, Chris.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. And I think just even the way Jacksonville played all together, you're right. It makes me even think differently about their week 1 win. You're right. I look at it and go, oh, wait. Jacksonville's better than maybe we gave them credit for it. And even though I think they were outplayed in that week 1 game, again, they showed that they're able to stay competitive against anybody. And Gardner Minshew, great job by him. I mean, had two interception that kind of got him off on a bad start early, and then had a ball where it got tipped to the line of scrimmage where he threw very low, and I think Jeffrey Simmons got a hand on it and knocked it in the air. But certainly that was one of the surprises because I thought Tennessee had that game in control, too, at one point. I'm going to go with Leonard Fournette, somebody we just saw in that matchup. I mean, Leonard Fournette, I didn't know what to expect with him. Why did he get cut from Jacksonville? How did that happen? He's a guy that I've always believed in. You know that. I mean, I see his talent, but I started to wonder just after last week, and okay, they didn't get anything going. Man, maybe there's something to him. Maybe he's not where he needs to be. But yesterday, I think he probably established himself as the new go-to running back for that Tampa Bay team. I mean, he's just a freak of nature. Again, you see the physicality in which he runs, and then he can be a guy that can put a game away. And it's not only surprising just to see him, but needed to see Tampa be able to run the ball effectively anyways. I think that's something we need to see. We know how good Brady is off of play action and all those type of things, and they stink at play action right now. So they're going to need that run game to help that out. But Fournette was a pleasant surprise yesterday.
Yeah, I look, it's going to take time for him to get to where he ultimately can be. They didn't use him all that much in the first week.
No,
he had one nice run, but then he had some losses. And it was just, look, it was the Saints. It was the Saints. It was their toughest game of the year.
Right.
And Fournette can only make that offense better as the season goes. This one, I got to explain it the right way because it's going to look strange. The Ravens beating the Texans the way they did kind of surprised me because when you watch back the Week 1 Ravens-Browns game, I had some concerns about whether or not the Ravens really were as good as we thought. As, the 38-6 win, and we know how close it was, and it could have gone either way. For them to go to Houston and the Texans, a defending playoff team that had extra time to get ready, for Baltimore to be as dominant as they are, and that's kind of gotten lost in the shuffle by everything else that went on yesterday, I am surprised that this team has had no ill effects from going 14-2 last year and getting punched in the mouth in the playoffs. They seem to be exactly where they were last year, and they seem to be ready to start ripping through one after another, and it will be interesting to see whether they can avenge only what was their second loss last year. They've won 14 in a row now. They had 2 regular season losses last year. The Chiefs were one, the Browns were the other. They get a shot at the Chiefs next Monday night.
Yeah, that'll be fun to watch. It really will. That Baltimore in-your-face defense against, Patrick Mahomes and that speed at receiver. But Baltimore, the thing that jumps out to me to what you're saying here too is just that when they have their foot on your throat, they step down. They don't let you hey, do you need to breathe a little bit more before we do it, or you want one more chance? They close it out, and that's what you saw the last 2 weeks. And week 1 they close it out with passing and Lamar Jackson being awesome that week. Then yesterday it's just unbelievable run attack, and who do you stop? All right, here's my Sunday surprise. Analytics. I'm sick of them. Okay. And this is why, all right? Because you brought me to this game. I wasn't going to do this for the draft, but this game, and then, of course—
You're too young. You're too young to be telling the analytics guys to get off your lawn.
Yeah, well, get off
you are 40 now.
Get off my lawn then, fine. But either way, okay? Analytics, Mike McCarthy going for 2, down by 9. I don't know if that's analytics or not, or if that's just stupidity, all right? But that was stupid. I don't know any other way to say it. Down by 9, go for 2. No, you kick the extra point and make it a 1-score game. I mean, if they don't cover the onside kick, we are talking about Mike McCarthy for 2 of the dumbest decisions we've seen in 2 weeks. Really. Okay, so then there's that. Also earlier in that game, Dan Quinn, 26-7. I didn't know NFL coaches became oracles and they could tell the future of games and how many points will be needed exactly 45 minutes down the road. Or an hour and 45 minutes.
He had an inkling.
Yeah.
He had an inkling he was going to need that point.
No, he lost that point. He was wrong.
Right, but I'm saying,
yes.
I know, but he was going for the 2 because he had a feeling that he wasn't going to hold his lead.
Well,
That's my
he
point.
lost that 1. That was the game still tied. So, whoop-de-doo. And then I got to go to Bill O'Brien. Okay? I mean, again, analytics. They're down 3-0. They're on their own 34-yard line. It's 4th and 1. I'm sure analytics said if you go for it, you have a 90% chance of winning the game. But do the analytics break down that the Baltimore Ravens have the biggest, baddest mofos on the planet on the other side of the ball and a defensive coach that'll do crap? How do they come up with that formula? So that made no sense, and that was the end of that game. It was over right there. 3-0, you give Baltimore, here, Baltimore, here's a few plays to score a touchdown and just end it for us. And that was it. I just don't get it. I'm so sick of that.
Here's how I can explain it as quickly as possible, because we still have one more round to go and we have limited time.
We got 90 seconds.
We got 90 seconds. So let's put a pin in that until airing of grievances.
Okay.
Next one for me, I was surprised to see so many coaches defying the mandate from the league office to wear your damn mask over your mouth and your nose, Frank Reich. Your nose doesn't get an exemption.
This is going to be an issue.
As Joe Torre tweeted yesterday, if it fits over his nose, it fits over anyone's nose. There's going to be some punishments handed out today, and I'm surprised so many coaches didn't comply.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's a tough one. I know coaches they're having a hard time communicating into those microphones, and it's become an issue. But it's not a good look. You're right, and they're going to lose some cash today. All right, my other Sunday surprise is not touching the runner on the first play of the game and letting him run for 80-yard touchdown. I mean, what? Raheem Mostert, toss right. Jets, they don't even touch him. Not a hand, nothing. Flag football, 2-hand touchdown, doesn't matter. That's shocking in the NFL to see that.
Didn't Matt Breida do the same thing last year against the Browns on Monday Night Football?
Second game of the year. Exactly right. Right. I mean, in Mostert last week, it was the second drive of the game. He caught the 75-yard touchdown pass. Nobody touched him. It's very rare you see that in football. That was an amazing way to start the game. Amazingly bad for Matt Casey's Jets.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.